me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
What I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Yeah, even with a sprain.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
14.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Fielded in the end zone.
Another dollar, baby.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a toss for Swift left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Goff. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 29. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Patterson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Fourth down.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A gain of 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Lions nothing.
Goff on first down. Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run here with Swift. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
Kick is good.
And he puts it through.
That's the score. Bears 10. Lions 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Patterson on the carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing and then throw the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long. It's Goff. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bears take over.
3-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get 34 yards there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the Lions' 2-yard line.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Bears 20, Lions 7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for Detroit.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now they'll run it with going, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He was brought
well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
On first down, Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Bears 27, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 26 yards. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Johnson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Goff connects with Sanu right side. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? 3-5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Santos on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. He was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Patterson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Santos' kick is up and through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. For Kenner here, it's complete. It'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Pickup of 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Goff. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down. Inside the 20.
10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on first down, Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up 3rd down.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
From the gun on third down, Goff being chased out left. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
To the air again. Goff. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Mohamed Sanu, incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on. Throwing again is Goff. And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks takes it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're...
I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Poppin' in.